How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with a re-review. It's been quite a while, actually, since I've done this beer, and that'd be Kane's Head High. This is their flagship beer, actually. This is the beer that the first beer they ever put in cans, the one they kind of sell most. I'm a sneak box guy. You might have noticed that. I love that beer, referenced in a lot of my low ABV hazies. That beer is 5.4%. Does exactly what I'd love to do. I send it off to a lot of beer tubers because it's one of my favorite low ABV hazies, but alas, sometimes that cannot be had. I went to a local place. I wanted to watch some Olympics tonight. Let me grab a couple beers. Just, drink some relatively low ABV beers and watch some Olympics and have fun with it. I wanted some, why am I spacing Sneak Box? They didn't have it. And they had this, and I was like, And I took a step and I went, wait a minute. When's the last time you've actually had Head High? So I bring up my phone. I know I've had it before since then, but I'm looked it up. It's been almost exactly, that many years. 5 years since I've reviewed it. I think that's worth a re-review. I actually reviewed it when they first came out. It was their first cans to leave, kind of the facility, and I was hyped about it, and I reviewed it. I didn't watch it. I didn't want to watch it. I wanted to go into it kind of fresh. Speaking of fresh, this was canned 10 days ago, and we're diving into it. It's a 6.6% IPA from Kane Brewing Company. Man, I know I love the Olympics. I don't know how many people out there are really digging the Olympics. Might not be everybody's bag, but I love Olympics, both winter and spring. I was actually got a scholarship in college, both football, but I actually got more recruited for discus. So I was a big track guy when I was younger. Simone Biles is not a human. I just wanted to say that. Anyway, Kane. I love this can design and artwork since the day it came out. It has not aged a day. It still looks fresh, still looks clean. As far as that beer looks, honestly, we can repeat ourselves here. Looks fresh and clean. I mean, it's hazy, but it's barely hazy by today's standards. Back in 2015, that would be considered like crazy pants hazy. Just got this nice soft haze to it, nothing too crazy. Super tight, compact bubble head. Quarter pinky finger, and just kind of this just not getting to amber, but just below that kind of color. Let's get a nose. A little bit of there's citrus notes in here, maybe a soft little tropical note, fruit thing, nothing too crazy. There's a little dollop of a sweetened kind of candied pineapple here thing, which is by far and away the coolest part of the nose for me. It not super impactful, but a nice nose on it. Let's just dive in. Cheers. That's tasty. That's tasty beer. It's a weird beer to drink. I'm going to have to go back and watch my review of it after this because I'm really curious as to what I say about this beer. It gives me pretty much exactly what I get on the nose. Tropical fruit's definitely floating around there. The citrus portion of the show is definitely floating around there. Probably a little melange, nothing too crazy, nothing overly sweet, even though it has a pop of sweetness that is strictly driven on this little pineapple-y note that I dig so well. It's got a nice soft mouthfeel to it, nothing to be confused with taste, super water nerdy, turbid craziness. Drink's really easy. I mean, this is just a really, really well done IPA. Mid to low sixes. What is this? 6.5, 6.4, 6.6. It drinks like a 6.6% IPA. It's giving me this really nice experience, this really nice kind of almost pseudo low ABV heady kind of vibe to it, if that makes any sense to a lot of different people. And really drinkable stuff. I mean, it's honestly, you give me a pint of this at a party, at a bar, someone just here, I drink and go, that'll work. And then I'm not going to sit here and be like, wow, this is just an ethereal kind of experience of new hop flavors and all these kind of things. No, I don't. That's not happening here with this beer. But it's made really, really, really well. And it has a very old school, new school sensibility. Like I referenced the heady thing. It's very much that kind of vibe to it. Not as weedy, obviously, because, Kimmick can't help but mess with his weed. But it gives me that kind of, I'm making this beer with that beer being not the inspiration, but one of the tent poles, one of the markers, which I measure my 6% kind of, my hazy IPA. I think it's tasty and delicious. I'm actually really, really glad I picked it up. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say, I am not Team Sneakbox. That is my jam all day. I'm getting something a bit more lush, a bit more vibrant, a bit more new school. At least 1.2% less ABV. That's the soapbox that I bang on. That's the hill I die on. But man, I'm glad I got a 4-pack of this to drink. I was even kind of debating reviewing. I'd be like, I really want to review this. I'm glad I did. This is really well-made beer, man. Just really well-made beer. That's what Kane does. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, I dig it. I think it's tasty. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Is this one of the better IPAs I've had? Is it like, yes. Is it Mount Rushmore status? No. It's not towards the bottom, though. Let's put it that way. It's very, very tasty stuff. Value and availability, $12.99 a 4-pack. No, $13.99. I lied to you. $13.99 a 4-pack. I'm cool with that. That's what these beers should cost. In this day and age, COVID, the whole nine, you can't really argue with that price point. Pulled it off a shelf and leave you with, if you like what, will you like this? If you like well done new school IPA. Sure, it might not be this chalky, turbid, stick a spoon straight up in it, turkey gravy thing, but I dig it. And in the options, I almost exclusively see this beer part and parcels, in step with Sneakbox. I think you pick up a 4-pack of Sneakbox, you pick up a 4-pack of this, and you do a little back and back, belly to belly kind of switch hitting thing on those. I think you're really having a really fun time. And I think they're two, quite a bit different, some of the better shelfies that you can get, especially here in New Jersey. So if you like haze, you like hops, like all those things in between, but you don't want this chalky, soupy mess, this guy or gal, or they or them, doesn't matter. It's tasty. So there we go. Review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Let me know if you've had this. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little Kane right now. We'll see you next time. Cheers.